Alright, so yesterday the World Cup has begun, and by the time you are watching this video, the tournament would have already started 2 to 3 days ago. So a lot of videos have already been made about what type of World Cup content you should actually create. Even me actually posted two different videos about it. The first one where I actually shared my own strategy, how I'm going to make up to $10,000 during this World Cup. And in that video, I went through every single steps you can actually think of, from the channel creation to the channel setup to looking out for video ideas to getting sound effects, background music to the editing, every single steps. But after that video actually got viral, there was a lot of comments, so people actually asked me to make another video, a second part of the video more focused on the editing phase. So I actually made it. That also got a lot of traction. However, all the videos that you have seen have been made about what type of World Cup content you should actually create and everything. Let me tell you, most of them are purely theoretical. Hardly anyone is actually sharing practical and step-by-step approach. And that's the reason why I'm going to make this video, where I'm going to share with you what type of short form content you should actually create, where to get your clips, what about copyright, and are you really going to get monetized, and everything else you really need to know about this, all in this video. All right, so to begin, I probably actually don't need to tell you just how massive this World Cup is going to be. In previous tournament, like usually only 32 teams or 32 countries actually compete or actually took part. But this time, for the 8 teams, which simply means for the 8 different countries will be competing, something that has never happened before in World Cup history that I actually know of. All right, so that actually gives you the idea of how huge and massive the audience for this FIFA World Cup is going to be for this year. It's going to be crazy. All right, and on top of that, FIFA has partnered with YouTube, which simply means that we will now be seeing a lot of World Cup related content directly on the platform. And as you already know, football is especially popular in first tier countries, which is the reason why RPM are going to be a little bit higher this year. So it's actually clear that the demand for football videos will be very higher and enormous this month. But that's not the question here. The question is what type of content you need to create and where are you going to get the clips from? And that's where we are going to start with the solution. So first of all, let's talk about these problems. All right, the first and the biggest problem is where are you going to get the clips from? It's very simple. As I mentioned earlier, because of the collaboration between FIFA and YouTube, FIFA will now be uploading a lot of content to YouTube, so you can use those content as a source, but there's no 100% guarantee that you are going to be avoiding copyright. That's why I sincerely recommend to never get any clips directly from YouTube itself. All right, doing this simple means that you're actually increasing your chances to get issues with copyright. Simple as that. All right, so the second option requires a little bit of patience, research, and is more safe. This simple means that many people actually upload match highlights or footage on various platforms. You may be able to actually find useful clips over there. For example, we have TikTok, Instagram, X, Twitter, Facebook. Personally, I use Facebook and TikTok. So on this platform, you find plenty football highlights on this platform as well, which you can then transform into your own video by adding your own commentary, your own editing, your own creative input in it. But now let me talk about something real quick, because what I'm going to talk about right now, I'll actually develop it later in the video. It's about the editing phase. Okay, if you are thinking about getting clips from other platform, okay, and putting them together, removing the background sound from those videos, because if you copy paste directly, it's already copyright if there's the background of those videos still in your video. So the first thing that everybody knows is to remove the background music. So when it comes to the editing, if in your head you're actually planning to get clips from other social media or other platform and just add a new background in it and sound effect, forget about it, it's already dead. If you are trying to make ranking videos, forget about it, it's already dead. If you are trying to make any style of editing and there will not be a commentary voice on it, or your own voice or AI voice or any other voice, a new voice that is actually interpreting the story you want to pass. Because when it comes to the World Cup, you are going to make videos about something. So the thing is actually happening right now. You have your own thoughts or your own take of what is happening. So you want to talk about something. You're not going to copy anybody. So what you're going to talk about is exactly what you're going to base your editing on. So any style of editing you want to do, and there will not be a voice or a commentary voice saying something, forget about it. It's already dead. The only style of editing that will tell you is safe for this football content based on World Cup is the only type of video where you actually talk about something. So your editing is based on something that you actually see or you actually saying in the video. Let me give you an example. You could start by Cristiano Ronaldo has been da 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 da, then da 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 da. Do you understand? So you're actually saying a story, and it's on that story that you actually base your editing. So if you want just to bring clips, add a new background music in it, maybe funk background music, sound effect, and then post it, let me just tell you, it's already dead. But don't worry, I'll develop that part later in the video. So let me tell you something real quick. If you understand everything that I said right now about the editing, and you really understand it clearly, and you are sure you are going to follow it rule by rule and not make any mistakes, then let me tell you that getting clips from YouTube itself will not be a problem for you. Before I actually develop this also, let me give you the or let me tell you the advantage of getting clips from YouTube or not getting clips from YouTube. All right. So getting clips from YouTube will give you a huge advantage because, like I said right now, FIFA has actually partnered with YouTube. So there will be live streaming of real matches on YouTube directly that you can actually see and get clips from if you master the real editing skills that I just explained earlier. So what's the advantage here? If there's a match today, for example, when the match actually finish, the first video that will be actually uploaded about it will be the video that will be considered will get a lot of traction and views. And this is the difference. If there's a match that is actually happening right now, you can get the clips directly from YouTube when it's actually playing live. That simply means that you could create video instantly right now, even when the match is actually playing. But if you say you want to wait, that simply means that you are going to get clips from those TikTok, Facebook, other platforms. That simply means that it's the same clips that people who actually created and posted that you are going to get clips from. That simply means that it's going to be 2-3 days later before you can get those clips, exact clips from TikTok or other platform. That simply means that you are already late on the run. People already posted so many videos about it, and you just post another video 3 days later on the same topic. You are not going to get traction, views. It's going to be considered as repetitive content. That's why you need to be very fast about it. That's the only advantage you have about getting clips directly from YouTube when it's happening right now. Alright, so this is exactly how you can actually approach it. Take a look at this. Alright, FIFA is currently live streaming videos of old matches on its YouTube channel. To make it simple, you can actually extract clips from these videos. Alright, previously one of the biggest challenges, like I said, is to get clips. That's where most people actually are confused and they're actually scared of getting into problems, right? But even FIFA itself has effectively solved that problem by streaming old matches itself if you master the editing skills phase. All right, for example, if I wanted to make a video about Cristiano Ronaldo, I could use this footage from this particular match. Very YouTube is demonetizing any channel based on ranking format. It might be in other niches, okay, any other niches when it comes to ranking, even if it's football, food, any other niches, finance. When it comes to ranking, YouTube is demonetizing them. So forget about this format because I've seen a lot of people are still making videos about it, but it's like they don't actually know. Do you understand? So don't make any video about ranking. So hopefully, I think this has already clarified the strategy that you need to use and also the reason why YouTube actually stopped pushing shorts. Now the most important step is let's move to the editing solution. All right, I'm going to talk about some few things about editing. Like I said, I've already made a full video about the editing, which is the second video about this World Cup content based on editing, the editing skills and everything. But you need to really have this take about editing. I have a lot of things to say right now that I've not said in the other video. That's why I think watching the 3 videos will actually help you a lot because there are some information that actually miss in others, but I'm trying to put everything right now here. Okay, so it's very, very important. So let's move, like I said, to the editing phase. Okay, for example, okay, you can see this channel, you can take a look at this channel and learn about other editing skills you can actually apply it to your editing phase to be able to create great video. But don't forget, like I said, only editing is not going to save you from copyright, but it's actually, it might, but not 100%. It's actually the combination of good editing with your voice commentary in it. Very, very, very important. Your own voice, your unique voice, or you can use AI voice, but make sure it's unique. If not, if you use AI voice that everybody else is actually using, it comes to the same thing, right? That's why I say using your own voice is the best thing to do. Okay. So now first open CapCut and import the match footage. Okay. After that, find and extract the specific clips that you want to use for your video. The best solution to do is while watching the video, wherever you actually feel that I could use this part in one of my video, write the thumbs type down. Okay, so later on when you start editing, you can go straight to that point and extract the clip exactly from it easily. Okay, so if not, finding clips in entire matches is time consuming, but it's actually worth it though. So change the aspect ratio to short formats, like you already know. And like I said, bro, I've already made the editing based video already, so where I guided you on everything from scratch, how to edit from scratch. So this is just to show you the necessary and also to talk about some other very important things that you need to know about this. For instance, you can add sound effect when a player kicks the ball. So those are few things I already talk about it in the editing phase. You can go and watch that video like I said. So these are just basic steps that you need when it comes to the sound effect. Obviously just polished your video and make it actually engaging. So I already talk about all those things. Alright. So something that I want to say about the editing, this is it. Don't forget, it needs to be in your head. When you come to your CapCut or your editing software, the first thing you are going to do and think about is your voice commentary, the voiceover, the story. That's what you are going to create or edit, make your editing based on. First thing you actually need to drag in a timeline is your voiceover if you've already done it. So after that, then you start making the editing on it. Or first of all, you can do the editing, then from that you actually bring out the story and make the voice on it. Don't forget, that's the only thing that's going to save you. All right, so my friend, that's how you can create football content. This is a huge opportunity, bro. Please don't take it for granted or don't ignore it. You can make a lot of money from this thing if you take it serious. So don't forget to like the video, and if you have any question or other question, just tell me in the comment section. I'll read them all and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, take care to Joshua and peace out.